Tune in to Women's Voice Online TV for your news, entertainment, and remember, it's the only online TV that focuses on women and girls. Stay tuned, always.
Women's Voice Online TV.
You dey watch Women's Voice Online TV, ensure say every day you stay clue to the fine program them where they put every day.
Not all success story easy, and not all struggle self-visible. But for Boko woman and girl picking them, the journey is full up with Boko strength and sacrifice them. Now that make this platform they exist for talk about things like this, for share real life experience them, for celebrate achievements them, and also for address certain challenges them where woman and girl picking them they face. Because for protect the cause of woman and girl picking them means say you for team up stronger one with them, you for listen to them, and you for also support them growth.
Women's Voice Online TV.
Watch Women's Voice Online every day and be part and parcel of this journey in the life of women.
Be you man or woman, tune in to Women's Voice Online TV.
Sometimes they do something, but we for go viral, they go. When a good thing. Where you compete woman, then go admire you and then go emulate you. But they be. But now that we get this online, I think say it will go far and wild, so that the other woman then go see the importance of woman there.
Inside Women's Voice Online TV, all voice matter and all stories set important. And this not only the beginning for protect the cause of woman and girl picking them.
The world don't go digital. Now that make okay commercial bank ready for match up with the world. This now the e-banking department. We get product and services them when you use online. Listen to what my colleague get to say.
The e-banking department responsible for all the electronic products in the bank. One, the ATM machines where you can get cash easily from. The points of sales when are some small terminal where you can do your transaction, where they do online transactions as well, where you can sit down any side now this world and do transactions. The commercial bank e-banking now the solution to all digital transactions in the country.
For work with Boko money, not this time. So inside any local commercial bank today and get you couple card, you Visa Classic and proprietary card for making transactions easy.
Gonna shop, you can use the POS and do your transaction easy.
Good morning and welcome to the program Tea Time on Women's Voice Online Television. Tea Time they come to you every day throughout the week, Monday to Friday, and with the we get to in our Facebook page. If you get comment, you get question, you want clarification, you will send on our Facebook page. Where will be the program come to you, Mina Dana Kuka?
Emina Femi Kuka. Good morning, viewers.
Okay, so today inside the program we want to look at the role where the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists they play for protect press freedom and also for enhance the welfare of journalists them in the country. We also want to look at the impact of civil society organizations intervention for provide care and support for vulnerable groups them. So today for take we through this discussion we get two guests them inside the studio. We get the president of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists in the studio, Alaji Manika Kamara. Mr. Kamara, Mr. President, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Diana.
Okay, we also get at the studio with we this morning. We can represent an organization, the executive director of organization Children in Need organization, and the name is Mohammed Mahmoud Abdallah Conte Esquire. Mr. Conte,
yes,
good morning and thank you for coming.
Yeah, good morning, viewers.
Okay, so we begin the discussion. We want to start with the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, as journalism across the world may observe World Press Freedom Day, and Sierra Leone, no to exception, we say we don't do we own events for Observe the Day. So we want for find out about the current situation. So today we get the president of Sierra Leone Association of Journalists in the studio for take we through some of the things they we can talk about. So Mr. President, is press freedom under attack na Salone?
I don't say it is under attack totally, because if I say press freedom they're under attack, maybe for she don't also they explain or talk anything concerning the country. So I think say we get some leverages, we get some freedom where within this country as compared to other countries across the world.
So is it that armchair journalists them they can cause problem because they don't have one for make them scrutinize them, public scrutiny?
I don't feel say journalists no want for make the scrutinize or whatever, because we will and for make sure say we inform, educate and entertain members of the public on daily happenings. And at the same time we the journalists about get a role for play, we go for being responsible in whatever they say, whatever they do. We go for make sure say we do within the ambit of the law. For we in SLAJ you get a code of ethics where they govern what they do, and also we get the Independent Media Commission where they regulate the media in the country. So as a journalist, you have to abide by the rules and regulations that we govern. We know some people the way they operate above the law, we within the law. If you go into section 25 of the 1991 Constitution, again, it makes provision for freedom of expression. And if you go to section 11, it makes provision for freedom of the press. So let you know say now law abiding and profession they practice in this country. So we know so lawless people.
Okay. So take me through the activities. What SLAJ may do for Observe World Press Freedom Day?
Well, we not do any activities we organize anything. Normally, before this time around, some 10, 15, 20 years ago, when we began this activity, we see we organize seminar, we all placard, the protest along the streets across the country. They call on and the government for letting repeal Part 5 of 1965 Public Order Act for letting ensure and guarantee press freedom and freedom of expression. But we see we suddenly be changed in 2020 after government will repeal a particular law that will be criminalize free speech. So from 2020 to date, normally we organize seminar where they invite speakers and from various institutions where they can talk about the day. We also they invite media stakeholders where they can explain about the successes, the challenges that we don't go through. This year also we just issue a press statement where we call on the government and relevant authorities for put into practice the promises that we don't do, and particularly so with where RSF don't issue this world index where Salone drop about 23 place where not go down well with we na the media, because within the last 5 years we don't make progress after the repeal. But we see again this progress don't take a twist, and that one is a concern for we and also the authorities.
So you have to acknowledge say really no tell well for the country for drop significantly to that level from 50 almost
56 to 79
Yeah. So what's in just 1 year? Just 1 year now we drop that way.
Within 1 year now we drop that way. Normally waiting then people and they can do then get some questionnaire where they send to various stakeholders across the world, where they get variables where indicators where they assess each country on. And like Salone, we get 5 indicators where they assess you on. We get the political indicator, the economic indicator, legal indicator, social indicator, and the security indicator, where they're very, very vital. And in 2025 we do well in most of the areas in there. But this 2026 we see we do because of some things that will happen. One of the things that we then capture the reports we affect we rating the banning of Melvin Tijan Mansari, a popular parliamentary correspondent, where this March we passed make a 1 year way then be ban a parliament. As an institution, SLAJ we engage the leadership of parliament over the last 1 year and some month now for see how best we can resolve that issue then for the journalists return. Because we believe say anything we journalists do, we forgive further matter to the Independent Media Commission. Mind you, now this same parliament now then be creates the Independent Media Commission for regulate the media. And anybody in a journalist or any media institution will do anything, they get right for if I go to the Independent Media Commission for the investigator. If they find out one thing, sometimes they can find the journalist, they ask them for the retraction, or sometimes they can even suspend the media house in license. So that will be the call on the parliament for let them do rather than they stick on the ban where they ban them. Now we all don't see how this ban so don't affects the country in press freedom rating. The second indicator again where them be.
Before we go to the second indicator, the engagement with parliament from SLAJ, successful at all?
Well, we still on the engagement because
since 1 year.
Yeah, you can imagine we don't engage the leadership of parliament. We don't engage the leader of government business, the leader of opposition, even the speaker way directly be announced the ban, and maybe they follow Melvin at parliament. Now maybe they represent SLAJ during the engagement when they be set up a committee, maybe they investigate the matter. And I've been in a parliament where Melvin be publicly apologize to the House of Parliament and he submit a written apologies to the committee where maybe feel say that they don't put that matter to rest and they allow the journalists for do work. For the past 1 year, that man they in family staff because Melvin now they represent in Pan-African Parliament Dex now this we own Parliament now so and he gets you media houses back where they write and they do some analysis on. But for me them ban I mean they get so much information again way for making it survive. The one the back affects in your well-being. We consistently they engage parliaments and we argument is that let we now set up institutions and at the same time we they undermine the same institutions because now we don't set up the Independent Media Commission and we encourage other people to take their issues and go at the Independent Media Commission. So equally so they encourage parliaments for send Melvin an issue Independent Media Commission, may they investigate and do what's necessary. But the continuous ban of Melvin Tijama, we all don't see what's in the happen. Now the very first issue and we read the report where they highlight, where they parts of that report there.
I think it's very serious, and I think the speaker will take that very serious, take very serious in consideration into that day and try for lift that ban day. So what's in the second indicator them? Continue.
The second one again where then we look at again the safety and security of journalists them. That one day in 2022 again, SLAJ will be get an MOU signed with the security sector, where including the Sierra Leone Police, the military, Office of National Security, the Correctional Service, for ensure the safety, then guarantee the safety and security of journalists. Because as journalists, we don't put ourselves at the forefront now for represent the people and for be the voices of the voiceless. So a very disheartening for we sit down and also they talk then. We say something where somebody not okay with, he go on social media, go threat him in life, or he begin threatening family members and for make an able say what they say. We will not believe to them for refer to we as criminal, where would they do we work. Thankfully, recently we get engagements with the Inspector General of Police and also the Attorney General Minister of Justice. They assure we say nobody no go take any journalists for the work way they do as journalists go on the criminal investigation department or any police station, and also the head of CID itself they assure we that, and also the Minister of Information and Civic Education.
They keep assuring, but they repeat again.
No, but since the last time where they assure we, they will not ever get the issue and again. I remember I said the last time where I go on a CID with any journalist now with Thomas Dixon, when we get that issue with that mining coming. And that issue they self they be pull and come on and see the way them go solve them, and it don't pass 6 months where that issue they be happen. So I still hold them by the word where they be give say they don't go to any journalist and again anybody get issue against journalists for the work way they do as journalists. You either go to the Independent Media Commission or you go to the court under the civil law. We still get the civil defamation law in this country also, and we get journalists the way they before the court under the civil aspect. Where the case is going quietly, we see anybody that going shout about that again. We concern at the criminal aspect where you write something or you talk something, somebody go complain at police, the police invites you, then go detain you. That's our concern. If then the problem again, most of the cases and they go with the journalists and police and a CID, then they go before. Now then at the end. After we don't go talk with them, put on bail, and the case, and we never see the case they go to courts and continue until the end. and we get the media reform coordinating group where they document all the cases in the from 2018 to date. We don't get to well over 100 cases away. The media reform coordinating group long record on journalists whether they arrest or they
so now we want to make you just highlight some of the major issues on journalists in 2025-2026. Violent attacks, harassment, arrest of journalists, the culture of silence. You get some journalists that can go silent, because of intimidation and also impunity of perpetrators.
Let's start with the impunity of perpetrators. I will get one issue where one complaint with colleague Amadou Lamaraba of Truth Media where maybe I come in and go CID will go make official complaint where somebody be threatening online where everybody see that video there. So we go make official complaint at the criminal investigation department and they be assured we say then go invite the person when they can't talk and we investigate that matter. But since we make that complaint, I think instead of 5 to 6 months now, not get any word from the CID. Yesterday I did Truth Media, Amadou Lamaraba raised that same issue there, and I will do a follow up again at the CID for no waiting at the update because normally, if I be journalist, somebody go complain so if we don't see they don't send invitation to the journalists for CID, then we go see how they address that issue. But we not ever know about that. Say they invite that particular person, they will be alleged, will be threatened. That we call it Amadou Lamaraba. We still look up to the police for make sure say they look into the matter because there's so many things in there that affect they were getting there. So because government go for committing itself for the safety and security of journalists. What then thing they happen? One for serious government say they put in foot don't say no this thing will they put a stop to this. They don't just the left hand they go free. So when they go free, so they were international partners and once the thing they happen, we issue press release. Then they capture the press release and then they call you, we give them updates, and then they call the victim directly. They ask for in contacts, they call them directly, and they monthly they do follow up. Melvin Chairman say he should don't pass one year so month now. Constantly RSF they do for monitoring on that issue. Then they call SLAJ, they call other organizations where they are salon where they follow that issue. They call Melvin. They forget updates. They call the last updates where they ask me about what's in our parliament they find and say I tell them we still engage with parliament, they not still get on to wait for it, whether the demand of free for go back to the parliament or not. So then things and when they happen, if finally government they take stand action for make sure say the safety and security of journalists and guarantee. The other issue again where we come up now the media poverty, the economic aspects of the media. After when they repeal Part 5 of 1965 Public Order Act in 2020, when President be sign the repeal documents at State House, we make a commitment say we go organize the first media viability conference where Truth in Word will be seen inside 2020 in April 2020. April 2022. The Ministry of Information through in collaboration with SLAJ, IMC, and the Media Reform Coordinating Group. BBC Media Workshop, we organize that big workshop in a Bintu conference hall where we will get outcomes from that particular conference. One of them is the National Fund for Public Interest Media, where we come up from that blueprint, wherein we support independent journalism. We just through the Media Reform Coordinating Group, we just support 14 media houses across the country. Where we apply, we go successfully with the application. The 14 don't benefits when BBC Media Action and IFPIN, and then we give that initial grant. Governments be committed for give $50,000 for that initial grant day, but we still wait for get that particular money from government because that particular funding for support independent journalism. When we get that money, they not so money where they go begin share to all media house, like where women voice this so. When I want to investigate some critical issue, when I write a proposal, send them to the committee, so we get this story idea we want to investigate. When I send them to the committee they look at the proposal, they look at the weight of the investigation, then they decide on the grants where they give now. When I do the story, that story it creates impact. As I talk show, we get the 40 media houses and some of them they don't start for even broadcast and publish the stories the way they submit application for where they begin them money then they to the Media Reform Coordinating Group. So that one again another issue. we also they look the private investment into the media is very slow. I don't know if now then the laws the way we don't they seal, we don't they come in after with the repeal. 2022 should say is Parliament where you do the repeal, come again with the Cyber Security and Crime Act, where we get issue with clause 44 subsection 2, where it gets for do with cyber stalking and cyber bullying. Wherein as journalists we responsibility now for informing members of the public with accurate information. I know call somebody 3 times or send text messages to them 3 times for confirm something. That person they use that text message they go complaining at police and the cyber stalker or the cyber bullier. Now I just need clarification. So we get issue with that particular provision. And that one again another thing back way they report capture on the legal aspect. And again we get again the counter-terrorism act we see 2025 where Parliament be enacted and President sign them. Before Parliament be start the debate of that particular document, we raise so many concerns. SLAJ, MRCG with other partners.
So they not specify the amount of time we for reach out to somebody for getting inside if you want to do a story, because it's very very important that you make sure say you reach out to the person. You try, like you say, try several times, but now you try several times, they go even
now that's
accuse you of
because
cyber stalking.
I'm not going to publish something against you and not get to your side of the story. It's unfair. So if I don't call you 2 or 3 times, you don't respond, I send text message to you, direct text message, SMS, or I send WhatsApp message to you for confirm. Say, but I need you to respond on this thing. I'm not feel say that one in harassment or cyber stalking or cyber bullying. Now just clarification. This thing they say this now you do this, now you do this. What I respond to this? If you genuinely believe say what thing and say now wrong or not right, just come out and say that this I'm your side of the story. We'll go ahead and publish them. We don't also see you say some media houses and now we don't see now that they do that news brief. The question thing happen, we do the news brief, post on social media, say see next edition. Then they invite journalists and go and I CID for that. But now thankfully we don't get the assurance say any journalist will do that thing there. Instead of they invite you go CID, they send go an independent media commission. When are the rightful body for handle the issues and they again another issue again where the reports be captured. Where what's another thing again at the the Counter-Terrorism Act. Before Parliament be debated and pass into law, the documents will then be shared where we will see on social media. It be so fearful that if a particular document the Parliament be enacted and President sign, sometimes some of who for all left the media. Because me a journalist, if they demonstrate that treat, I go for cover, then catch me, they refer to me as terrorist. That's so the law be there. That's so the documents be there before they go to the Parliament. When they go to the Parliament, we look at them things and they will say, no, this and not media friendly. This is a court problem because we all have already informed that person where they are host about what they happen at treat. So if I go to treat for go cover that particular thing, police arrest me, they refer to me as terrorist, no problem. So but thankfully the House of Parliament and be listening to we concerns them, even though they be assure we because we concern we get we don't raise them point then. Now that the final document where Parliament be enact, where they send to President, will not be see the final copy. So always when we get the opportunity, we will call on the presidency, let him not sign that document until he make sure say the voting Parliament tell we say they use the African model for pass that particular law because the African model it provides so many details on counter-terrorism. It provides definition and it provides so many safeguards for the media. We say until he make sure say what in Parliament say, then do and pass that law before you sign out. And two, most of the things the way we be called for let them pull para law, then pull them. The only concern I will get for that particular law, they game back where we don't look thoroughly. We get one concern where we don't raise. I start to raise that yesterday again. We get to do with clause 47, wherein government or private communication companies a right for intercept me communication without any court order. And that one day that concern will get then they get issue for do with freedom of expression. So would they start that campaign back again say therefore remove that one day. And the good thing again back we glad for the tripartite recommendations I think recommendation 39 make provision for the repeal of the Cyber Security and Crime Act, and that one we thank God for that one. The particular reference to that clause 44. We hope say the AG go look into them and then capture them.
I think that a great move that they make sure say that they got the attention to some of
because these are laws where some journalists they say before we don't get the cyber law, we go back to the on a replace of the criminal procedure law against journalists. But now as they talk and say they don't take her into consideration, we all happy because these are some of the things that will be they hinder woman them not for a whole a media house. Because a woman no one go prison, but like we take up the challenge. We are here for this job and we'll continue for doing. Now let's look at the welfare. Since you don't become president, how the welfare and una self how una they try for look at the role of SLAJ in protecting press freedom.
We don't talk about welfare, we don't talk about the safety and security.
Yeah.
So that make Abidon they emphasize the issue on the safety and security of journalists because there's a way to talk about welfare where are not secure and are not safe. So on the area of welfare, like any other former SLAJ president before me, just like how they raise the campaign against that Part 5 for repeal. Now so that they don't raise concern about this welfare. Now something we don't live with like forever. And that's something they affect we seriously with the journalists them because if you look at the majority of veterans now, they struggle. Because the time when they work, they not be they pay for the asset contributions. So some of them now not get pension. They suffer now. And we were there into the active profession. Now we don't go into that kind of stuff and we colleagues they go to senior colleagues them because it affects the mental condition. Now therefore they provide some support to the media. But we call and say, hey boss, I need the support. You come, but they expect so we can't do anything. If you get something.
Exactly.
Because instead at the end of the month, they get anything. So now make we push strongly for this minimum wage. We work closely with the Sierra Leone Reporters Union where a body where SLAJ be formed for the champion the welfare of reporters across the country. Are they in close contact with the president Madam Kabia? Will they push for that one day? And also are they in close contact with the Ministry of Labour and Social Security because
I think they will start to implement on this.
Yes, because April 1st, April 1st, now the new minimum wage starts when 1,200. And the truth is, if you look at the media reform coordinating reports what they may do on welfare, more than half of journalists and a salon they receive below the minimum wage, which is very, very bad. Now, that one day on, we not go hide them.
Me too, I can look at and say. Because you get a lot of where people like they talk about media house, say we get big media house, big names. It go interesting for us, say those big names, those big media institutions that they always they flout saying us them.
So well,
and we all just don't want one or two start match. Now they pay above the minimum wage.
Not to
so you don't see
Madam Femi, not to by force say you for employ 10, 15, 20 journalists.
Because again,
employ the people that we believe say you will pay where they able to deliver for you. Now before now we have got our own problem SLAJ because whenever we the Independent Media Commission Kiwan step the foot down with the go big say no now colleague yellow sorry for them. Then also again whenever we NASIT we want to take action against media houses again we will go big. But thankfully in the last 3-4 years we don't change that position there. And as I be say I go always measure this post again back. If you go to Melvin Tijamas again in Facebook post for the last I think with the last 3 years there was a post where he make where he be the praise SLAJ wherein the media house where it be the work for not be the pay in asset contribution, but when asset step in, they pay all in backlog. And so if we go public and congratulate SLAJ and appreciate SLAJ, say SLAJ on support and now and they are sure say now it get benefits we get for left to marry again pension. And like now 250 million na young. So and asset itself they push more small. Quite recently I get engagements with National Revenue Authority NIA. Then self again they try for can implement a young. And they've kind of forced the law say so many media houses and particularly electronic media houses them not they comply. And are there any engagements with the media houses and for see how best they can comply?
We would, but we get some NISF then for make themselves available. Me a victim, I don't go there several times. So we sit down. I don't send me one permit reporter for go pay. Where you gonna back and say for go to a number? I did people for that number. The other hand they go ask me, Uda, is it is it regulate also who that rates you wey dem lead to this money wey for pay because na the same business I get with newspaper I get the online TV start now before na be the restaurant so dem get the same name so I no dey get two tin number e for be one tin number so but I dey pay for two different businesses I go yanda countless time dem no able for give me that number that slip wey dey give me permission for go pay so at the end of the day we sef no pay up to date because work at the endless
okay well, yeah
so then say na the challenge I know they get to them
yeah na the engagements we dey on with NI because that then get a ITAS number wey dem go for generate for you that one day na the issue dey wey we self we get that issue dey with them but they don't clarify we own na SLAJ but they get a problem with that ITAS number wey always we go for go pay they ask for the ITAS but we dey engage let us see how best self go engage in media for explain about that ITAS I forgot about the process for let we able comply because the danger about that thing dey like let us say women voice dey so you need pay license somebody can't talk anything else so then take it go na court first they ask for a license if your registration so the first one go start so you know go find them go to yanda they go begin check your registration not complete so I make a call on the media colleagues and let them make sure say them comply now we the all public officials into account so you know go find a girl and turn the whole thing towards we again so we all to account let's say be accountable we're not above the law
so
finally
like that engagement the way you say so it really dey in place the need for engage make them service understand
we describe for engage NRA look get a big engagement with the media houses where then say okay explain we should explain we own side because I don't engage Silva I don't engage IRN there's already some concerns them where they get some issue with the registration where go NATCA waiting IMC the lecture IMC they don't go NATCA they change so getting concerned they always then people know so we make describe for meet with them log clarify then things and they moving forward so that people go clarify and then they legalize their status
like nobody no get problem for pay tax I believe so but sometimes then if you go for go pay money you stuck 1 week complete you dey go there don't nobody know ask
you go to bank for go pay they ask you for the ITAS
and when you come back to them for them give that number they go spend the whole day and we na busy people
we will continue for push for make sure say the media
time don dey get you because to get another guest no bully na because we na journalist so one for make you relax more and let me look at the final question wey you go answer then you can say goodbye because you get another engagement now salon press freedom rating don go down we don move a past 10 steps we can do
23
steps downwards so wetin SLAJ go ensure for do say we go back to the top above how we dey before
not so we responsibility but na government responsibility and na government for ensure say the media get the enable environment for us do work
so
we all responsibility
so na no get no plan
the engagement we dey on soon
okay
for raise the concerns for let government aware about the things that we go wrong we make them we drop so because as I be say when government be repeal part 5 of 1965 public order act Salon get one of the best rating ever we get 44 so we all celebrate in fact that makes SLAJ will be even honor the president as the champion of press freedom for that particular law we pull because that law that may prevent women for own media as CBC they also prevent private investment into the media so but you can't begin see now then count cyber crime and security acts counter terrorism act so then funny things and they all it shrink the space of free speech so that one they all they affect with international rating mind you then people as I say then they follow each and everything where they happen across the world aside SLAJ and get other media organizations they work with Salon they get individuals and also when they monitor them where they see everything where they happen the good thing about Salon no more we don't get any journalists where they behind bars now for work where they do for say journalists in jail they hold them for work where they do we don't get any journalists who don't die within the last 5 years or they as a result of work and the good thing that one day we thank God for so we will continue for engage government and the relevant partners and for make sure say let them create the enable environment for the media for let we breathe when you wake in the morning if you not see television station they on radio station they on newspaper not come out not come on at street that country not safe something wrong investigate not come out so responsibility now for let we write and talk for the one they were able write and talk So we will continue for call on government. The laws already passed, not enough for ensure say we get anything there. Let them invest in the media. Okay. And if you go into the TRC report, it's okay. Say government for invest in the media. Because if you don't invest in the media, if everybody kind of praising, hey government, all my praising, that government will succeed. You get for the checkmates the excesses of government, and the appointees them. The people who present their appoint, the one that we vote for, we go for the all them accountable. Equally so, the opposition go for the all them accountable, because opposition in any country, now government in waiting. All the opposition parties there, now government in waiting. They say for the do the work as opposition. If they do the work, the media rights for all them accountable. So we not to a mouthpiece of the government or opposition to government. We are partners in development.
Okay, so thank you very much. And also we can forget you another time again, because the discussion not only to we get a lot more for talk. We want to see, we look at your achievement then since we elect you for BB president. We go come another time, because today you get a very tight schedule.
Definitely.
So thank you very much, and we wish you a lovely day.
Yeah,
so viewers, we go for a short break. When we come back, we will get to other guests. Follow, we can push the discussion further. Remember, say they still listen to Women's Voice.
With Rocal Commercial Bank's SimCopper app, it's fast, safe, and reliable.
Tired of standing in the queue? Do all your banking transactions with Rocal SimCopper without leaving your seat. Fast, safe, and easy.
You can download the app from App Store or Play Store.
Star 919# with or without internet.
You can send e-copper to any mobile number.
Send and receive money instantly.
QR codes. You can take your business digital. Across banks and mobile money accounts in Sierra Leone. Instant payment across Africa.
So, what are you waiting for? Download the SimCopper app now.
Rocal SimCopper. Banking on the go.
The world don't go digital. Now that's make Rocal Commercial Bank ready for match up with the world. This now the e-banking department. We get products and services them when you use online. Listen to what my colleague they get to say.
The e-banking department responsible for all the electronic products in the bank. One, the ATM machines where you can get cash easily from. The points of sales when are some small terminal where you can do your transaction, where they do online transactions as well, where you can sit on any side now this world and do transactions. The commercial bank e-banking now the solution to all digital transactions in the country.
For work with Boko money, not at this time. So go inside any local commercial bank today and get you couple card, your Visa Classic, and proprietary card for making transactions easy.
Gonna shop, you can use the POS and do your transaction easy.
Hi, please tune in to Women's Voice Online TV for your news, entertainment, and remember, it's the only online TV that focuses on women and girls. Stay
So welcome back to Tea Time on Women's Voice Online Television. Well, we continue with the program. We also get between at the studio Mohammed Mahmoud Conte Esquire, who cut the name short, this time. So now Executive Director for Children in Need Organization. Mr. Conte, tell me a little bit about your organization.
All right. First of all, before I proceed to say anything, I would like to use this opportunity and platform for say plenty thank you to Women's Voice Online TV, at least for giving me the opportunity and the platform to be here and talk about Children in Need Organization. So basically, Children in Need Organization, we a group of young people come together, decide say let's give back to society, let's give back to humanity. It was an organization that was established way back in 2018 November. So as I say initially, this organization comprises of young people. At the time, all of us were at the university, various university, Fabric College, Unimark, Miltimagai, as the case may be, and majority of its membership are also people we live in slum communities. So we thought and fit say we are educated people, and it's high time let we self contribute to the service of picking them. Some of we are orphans, some of we are our parents were very, very poor. They never even afford for pay for school fees and all that stuff as well. So we decided say let's help these people, let's help them picking there. So the organization was registered first as a community-based organization. From there, it was registered again with the appropriate authorities, Ministry of Gender and Children Affairs, and as well as Corporate Affairs. So we have 5 thematic areas in our education. Of course, now with flagship program, we are also complementing the efforts of the government, and also we look at health, because if you go in a Kube community, you can't agree with me, say those are deprived communities, those are disaster-prone areas. And taking into cognizance during rain season, then communities and they can flood, the picking get exposed to sickness, cholera, dysentery, all of those stuff. And we also look at social facilities. Some of them picking and they are vulnerable. Even good clothes they not get for wear, half back they not get for wear, feeding, all of those things are concerned as far as Children in Need Organization is concerned. And also we look at sport, because we come for realize majority of these young people them picking there. Now then Susan's Bay community, Kube, Mambela, some of them get talent, they have potentials. All they need is the enabling environment, the support. So as an organization, we don't contribute to them picking there. Of course, every academic year we ensure we provide learning materials like books, bag, uniform to them picking there. And also we create the platform for mentorship program for them, wherein for examination classes like MPSC Becker was, we bring in teachers and for can teach them. And also we educate them concerning we laws the way we get, we engage community stakeholders and other appropriate authorities regarding this child trafficking, early teenage pregnancy, all of those things, because we feasibility study where we do now, some of them communities there we come for realize some of them parents they are guardian there can misuse them, picking their abuse them right. Of course, there is a whole lot that protect these children. When at the Child Right of 2007, it clearly prohibits all of these menace. We some of them guardian their parents, they inflict upon them picking their.
So now, they operate.
We organization they operate across the country.
Okay.
But we primarily focus now for advocate for vulnerable picking where they reside in slum communities like Kubi, Susan's Bay, Muaf, as the case may be. Yes.
So now within them slum community, they no more the target.
Yes.
So we think it be the age bracket of them people.
So from 0 to 17.
So now boys and girls.
Yeah, both boys and girls.
Waiting are some of the issues them we can come up when I can go to the community.
So first of all, the communities them not favorable for the picking them. Then one, as I say initially regarding the health, it's nothing good to write home about. Some of them can die as a result of cholera, malaria, cold, because the environment is not conducive for them.
Okay.
Sometimes, like for instance, if you go to Kube, the dirty in the community, the picking and the sick, and there is not like any education on health. And secondly, again, majority of them picking there, they into drugs. That them communities there. this kush, tramadol, it's the order of the day.
So what can be an intervention in circumstances?
Yes. So first, what we do as an organization, we actually do what we call a feasibility study for ascertain what are some of the root causes. So we engage community stakeholders, the victims themselves, and other people. Ask them why are they involved into drugs. Some of them will tell you that, look, as a result of peer group influence, and also the community, some of them psychological distress. So all of those contributing factors make them get involved into drugs. So what we can do is engage them, create a mentorship program for them, tell them that you guys, you are capable, you are competent, you have potential to become better people in society. And this is not the right way for you to live your life. You can become a lawyer like me, a medical doctor, an engineer, as the case may be. And sometimes we engage the chiefdom and then communities there, the community stakeholders, talk to them, say, una self get responsibility for play as parents, as authorities. If you see the next man picking the pamba, you get right for call them, advise them. Not say because not to me picking, because at the end of the day, these children, they are the future leaders of this country. If we allow them to go down the drain, then it will be a very big problem for Sierra Leone.
So when I can engage the chiefs and stakeholders within the community I want to operate, what think can be the feedback when I can get? Is it that they're willing for provide that kind mentorship there for?
Of course, majority of them are willing. Let's say for instance, now Kube community, we do 2 workshops with the community stakeholders. All of them embraced the idea. They supported us adequately. We launch campaign at the community, door-to-door sensitization against kush, against tramadol, and other harmful substances. And also them picking there, we they monitor them in school. Okay. We they go to the schools, ascertain the results, engage them, teachers them as well. But it's not really easy, especially the issue of drugs. There was a school where I not go mention, Nakubi. You not go believe class 6 speaking, they take tramadol. Class 6 speaking. So imagine, even for the girl picking them, we come for realizing some of them they take this 225, this ecstasy. Majority of them,
young as they,
as young as they are,
even where they get some parents and they live with them parents.
And this is the problem with some of these parents. Yeah. They know they check them picking them, they no one know. You see them communities, them they are just living there, no proper control, no leadership at home. So they picking and they feel like I'm matured enough, I'm capable to do whatever thing. No guidance.
So all I can get then kind sad story there about them picking. As parents, all they go tell them what they can do.
So then you say, well, now they're picking their life, they have no choice. Yes, of course. So sometimes,
but as organization, I know nothing say it's hard time when I hold them responsible and bring them down to the law, especially where you come out, you get a lawyer.
Yes. Background. So what we can do here is we can engage them to a meeting, tell them the implications of the law. The picking, you owe duty to them. Again, right as parents to clothing, education, health, proper parenting.
Yeah.
But if you fail in that regard, then you're going to be found wanting as far as the law is concerned. Some of them again then get this habit of go take picking and at the provinces, count them. When they count them, now markets then they can put at the 8. All day then they sell now this tongue. Then they lie to the people in the provinces say they can't put on school, they can't educate them. So if you go down there, that is why teenage pregnancy, it's very common in those communities, very, very common. The picking then they need to take care of them. So at the end of the day, they go tap to man.
All they go by themselves.
There was a case now I think Kube community wherein the picking way we interface with them ask some relevant questions as to why they in a street. They say mama na push on a street because not they let go keep man for can't take care of the home. It's really sad. It's really sad. It's really heart-rending.
So in any kind of situation and the how I can do for stop that?
Yeah, so we launch a campaign with a collaborate with the police partnership board. Okay. They now then slum communities there. So we also they work with the central police division as well. So with the work going at them communities, then they engage the people and sometimes we they do we then call a community orientation. Talk to the parents, let abstain. If not, we take them to police, then detain them for 1-2 days. Sometimes the picking we can refer them back to the original parents.
Them. Not begin all them parents. Not begin bring them parents. I can't book it since where they are.
Well, as an organization, we actually no one for take them to court just like that. Sometimes we can use the police.
Report them at police.
Yeah, we can report them at police.
Cases they won't report.
There are so many cases.
So many. End up?
So sometimes we resolve them amicably, wherein we admonish the parent or the guardian or whosoever strongly. Say if you continue, and then the law is taking course. So by so doing now, there is a little bit of sanity and awareness regarding the law.
Okay, so now we'll look at it. You mentioned about providing health facility, especially when they're sick.
Yes.
So what can be their intervention? Is it that when I get a doctor as an organization or on a resource from outside?
So now it's in two folds. First, we work with health organizations. We collaborate with them, wherein we write a project to them. See, these are the issues in Kube, Muaf, Mambela, as the case may be. So from there, we can implement. We donate medicines. Sometimes the doctors then themselves they come at the community center. They can treat the picking them. Yeah, sometimes especially during the season, we launch a campaign at the community against malaria, cholera. Tell them not for to read the drainages them, for clean their houses them, for let them stop for mess around the community, as the case may be. We tell them the implications. Then will die from cholera and other sicknesses. So we orient them on health hazard, which is very, very important, because majority of them, they don't want to know. You not go believe. Yes, especially I will tell you for free. Places like Muaf, Mambela, and Kube, you see the pigs them, hug them, then they live side by side with the people. You see them Akichuma, the way they sell cookery, the place very, very untidy, dirty. They don't care. You see all over the place. Unless we have to go there, we engage them, talk to them, say council, they come, then they can arrest you. You always will keep your place clean, your business place, and then then they suffer the most from the implications. Then they.
Okay, so now what's on our plans for this year?
So
anything new?
Well,
and how many beginners so far on the target?
So every academic year with the target 300 picking them from Kube, Susan's Bay, Muaf, and Mambela.
Okay, how now they do? And I don't get specific, like say like permanent speaking the one they work with. When I can just choose randomly.
So how we can do them is this. So we go into the communities.
Okay.
And now we single-handedly select them picking that. You know why? Because these community stakeholders, they are very corrupt. Sometimes when we carry a project, say for donate books, learning materials, then they bring them, they don't picking them. Picking them will not deserve the benefits.
Exactly,
So where we don't acknowledge that we go, we see the picking, we see in status, we see in parent or in guardian, we say then they leave, and we conclude say yes, he or she deserves it. So now so what they do with selection. From there now, we implement. But this year we actually donate to 5 schools them, 5 slum communities them. We go now the school, we engage the teachers them, then we the picking them, we assess them. So we give them bags, uniform, and other schooling items as well. So down the policy of the organization, every academic year we give them those learning materials. We are complementing the efforts of the government, the free quality education as well.
So, but when I choose from this school, the other 10 now for beneficiaries and
exactly
school.
Because let's say for instance Kube alone, the picking them past 5,000.
Really?
Kube, the population holistically, there are over 25,000 people living at Kube, the entire community. So majority of that population forms part of children, young people. So we're not able to cater for every picking, because we serve the struggle as an organization regarding funding. Exactly. Yes, exactly. So what we do is now bit by bit. If this school has benefited this year, then we look forward to other schools as well.
So how now they get them funds here? For
so now, as I say initially in my opening statement, we are young people. Of course, with the put we really, and that's where we get together, and from there we can write projects to Soriat organizations as well. So from there we implement, we project them. Yes, we actually work with Caritas and also Tushin organization. So they have been very, very significant to the organization as well, and implementing some of our projects.
So what are some of our key success stories?
Of course, education. I will start with education first. So now, before now, Kube community, to be more precise, the massive failure in public exams cannot be overemphasized, to be honest with you. So when we come to that community day, we understand the problem, we engage the picking them, we provide extra classes for them. Me, I was part of it as well. I'm in the church, government, and history. So we help them bring teachers on board. So that makes some of them pass their WAS exams, BK and MPSC.
Yeah.
So you see, so I can safely tell you, say, at Kube community, they have over 15% of the picking already did at the university, Fabre College, Injala, IPAM, as the case may be. And MPSC, the passing rate, for the first time, somebody in Akube gets 300 and above MPSC exams.
Wow.
Becker, same thing, and other communities as well. And moving away from education, health, I can tell you, majority of the time we listen to radio, newspaper, sickness, cholera, and then slum communities, and they hide death rate. But now it's limited, it don't reduce, it don't minimize as a result of we impact and contributions in those communities. And social facilities, as I said initially, sport, because we know that some of them that have potentials, especially in football. We provide for them jerseys, engage them in competitions school by school, so then they can scout them, carry them go now bigger teams, and also some of them can fly out of the country as well for go pursue them professional football career. So you see, so these are some of the successes as an organization, and we are very, very proud. And last year we get about 5 graduates from Fabre College, picking the way we mentor, picking the way we pay for. We are very, very proud, very, very proud.
Okay, so you know, don't ever request for government funding, you know.
No,
the Ministry of Education, you know, don't showcase, you know, what they do, the impact that they make.
So we actually partner with Ministry of Children Affairs. We are in any activity project we would implement with the ensure say we go at the doorstep, present unto them, but we are yet to receive any fund from the government through the ministry, that particular ministry. But we are still hoping to ensure that we receive funds from them. But majority of we funding will come up from other INGO and NGO organizations as well.
Okay. So you say you know they go to the communities and identify the picking.
Yes.
Because I know say there are other picking already in the community, but I believe say because you get a lot of business people and they live in that community where the parents will take care of there. So that selection process you know not able for involve the chief the day.
We first, as an organization, and with constitution, it is clearly provided therein that we always work with community stakeholders. They are our partner in development. We cannot do without them, because for now we are not going to say we're going to Akube community without seeking their consent, their blessings. They are the first people to contact. They are the entry point. So we know they just shy away from them. So then they guide we. Now the community say okay, now the picking and this, but we they do analysis, because we don't learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, because we now they take the lead.
Yes, so we they match foot by foot. We go. Yes, so now so we can do majority of we projects then.
Okay, so you can highlight some challenges that we face, especially for able for go through the different parts of the community. They can be very challenging.
Yeah, the challenges are there. They cannot be overemphasized anyways. So first, now funding. Money, it's very, very important. You know, as young people, we are not getting paid. We are just doing it to ensure that we give back to society. We contribute to the betterment of Sierra Leone, because who knows, those children might be presidents, ministers, lawyers, medical doctors. So for that reason, now selfless service. They put resources, and other people and resources say let we support them picking there. So I use this opportunity again for call on the government, INGO, NGO organizations for help support children in need organizations so that we able to implement and support them vulnerable picking there. And another challenge also now regarding the community stakeholders. Some of them, when we go to them and tell them that this is what we want to do in your community, then they ask for money. Well, now we call water force. Any mutual they get with them, will they give them money? It's compulsory.
Even when I wait for benefits.
I'm telling you, those are some of the challenges that we are faced with them. When I can't give money for, so I give money for.
When I them for help,
there is this community. I'm not gonna call the community name. So we go do a sensitization, an awareness campaign at the community regarding kush and other harmful substances. You know, we believe what we call them to a meeting. Then they say if then they cook, if then they get transport. I was like, really? I said, come on. As I said, chief and me papa then me mama then we are here to help you. Your children are going down the drain. And we are here to help. We expect to now embrace we follow work together inclusively. And then you are here asking us money, requesting money from us. I say it's undone. So you see, so these are some of the challenges, and the picking them as well with the help. Sometimes they are very stubborn. They try for put them at the right path, but because of
especially when are not starting from when they're young,
exactly,
it can get a little bit challenging. So lastly,
yes,
because time then the catch you keep one. What are the plans?
Well, our plans for next year, because we've executed this year our plans.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This year are not going to be too late.
Yes, because we scholarship scheme now September.
Okay, now
we school they open how we can implement. So next year we anticipate for do the same school feeding program and also the donation of learning materials, and also we want for do a mentorship program for then drug addicts there. Next year, by the special grace of God, where they engage them, talk with them, and let us series and say, okay, we are the future leaders. We need to take responsibility.
Now they consider for the fundraising events there.
Well, we can do in some of them program there. What we can do.
Okay, maybe right now when you sit down at the studio, you get potential funder where they watch you live on a Facebook page or with TikTok account. So what will be your message to them?
So my message here is very simple. I just want for come on board and help the organization.
So how are you able for contact?
So my number now +232 33993072, and also they can contact the organization Facebook page and website, and we office in a number 79 4th Street. Opposite Sugar Street. Okay. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Conte.
Welcome.
And also Esquire, a lawyer. Yes. Try a little bit on the small way. Yeah. I can able to contribute to national development. So one for commend you, keep pushing. One day you will get there. Thank you for joining at the studio today. We wish you a lovely and a blessed day.
You're welcome.
Well, family, we get a few more minutes to wrap up the program. But before that, let me look at the Women's Voice newspaper, the story then today within at the front page. The firstly they talk say it do a quotation when I remove barriers that continue to exclude women's participation in governance. Then a story where we quote the country director of ILO where they give a statement during the Labor Day celebration na freedom. It talks say government for ensure say them barriers the way they stop women them. For them not contribute, for them not take part or participate in discussions they may get for do with the country in go before one. So they talk about them barriers and sometimes they can just choose man them for good debate. Then they choose man. So the ILO country director they call on government, give government a wake up call for ensure say they exclude them barriers and they come out. So we go get more women them. We go participate in public debate. And also the second lead story in a Women's Voice online, Women's Voice newspaper. Now the story where we quote, we say, where the vice president say workers are the engine of national transformation. Where the vice president they talk during the Labor Day celebration, he said the workman they inside the workplace them. na dem na the engine for every transformation wey dey happen inside the country and inside the workplace. So land for treat your workers dem equal, and land for take care of them, pay them well, dem welfare for be your priority. So the final story na the front page of Women's Voice newspaper. Na the story we get for do with the CEO of Flour Mill. He say I rise from local baker to factory owner. So you see hard work and perseverance. It starts from being a local baker. Now he don't own the flour mill. We recently President Biogo launched the expansion of flour mill. We can get flour now from Sierra Leone. We no longer need any flour from outside Sierra Leone. So we want to commend the CEO of Flour Mill, and we want for every Sierra Leonean for look at his story. It starts from being a local baker. Now we don't get a whole flour mill. So now there is success stories. So we get another advert from UBA at the front page, and also we get commercial bank. And we want for say plenty thank you to them where they able for make you see tea time live from our Facebook page and also with TikTok page. So thank you very much, the management and staff of Local Commercial Bank. Continue for support Women's Voice and continue for watch Women's Voice online TV. So now so we go end today's program of Tea Time. Join us again tomorrow for another edition. In case you missed part of the program, go back and play the whole program on our Facebook page. You will get opportunity also for watch the repeat broadcast of this program today on our YouTube page and also with TikTok accounts. So one for sell you thank you on behalf of the team here, now Women's Voice Online TV and Women's Voice newspaper. Thank you for really taking time for watch we. We'll bring the program come to you today. My name is Femi Koka.
And me Nadana Koka will say tata.
All right, thank you. You're
welcome.
The world don't go digital. Now that's make Local Commercial Bank get people match up with the world. This now the e-banking department. We get products and services them when you use online. Listen to what my colleague get to say.
The e-banking department responsible for all the electronic products in the bank. One, the ATM machines where you can get cash easily from. The points of sales when are some small terminal where you can do your transaction, where they do online transactions as well, where you can sit down any side now this world and do transactions. The commercial bank e-banking now the solution to all digital transactions in the country.
For work with Boku money, not at this time. So go inside any local commercial bank today and get you couple card, your Visa Classic and proprietary card for making transactions easy.
Go na shop, you can use the POS and do your transaction easy.
With Rocal Commercial Bank's SIM Copper app, it's fast, safe and reliable.
Tired of standing in the queue? Do all your banking transactions with Rocal SIM Copper without leaving your seat. Fast, safe and easy.
You can download the app from App Store or Play Store.
Star 919# with or without internet.
You can send e-coupon to any mobile number.
Send and receive money instantly.
QR codes. You can take your business digital.
Across banks and mobile money accounts in Sierra Leone. Instant payment across Africa.
So, what are you waiting for? Download the SIM Copper app now.
Rocal SIM Copper. Banking on the go.
The world don't go digital. Now that's make Local Commercial Bank ready for match up with the world. This now the e-banking department. We get products and services them when you use online. Listen to what my colleague get to say.
The e-banking department responsible for all the electronic products in the bank. One, the ATM machines where you can get cash easily from. The points of sales when are some small terminal where you can do your transaction, where they do online transactions as well, where you can sit down any side now this world and do transactions.
Hi, please tune in to Women's Voice Online TV for your news, entertainment, and remember, it's the only online TV that focuses on women and girls. Stay tuned, always.
Women's Voice Online TV.
You dey watch Women's Voice Online TV, ensure say every day you stay clue to the fine program them where they put every day.
Not all success story easy, and not all struggle